Talk about something that hits home for pretty much every entrepreneur out there. You've poured your heart and soul into creating an amazing product or service, but how do you get people to actually, buy it? It's the one question that can truly make or break a new business.
This right here, this is the exact problem we're going to tackle today. You've got the passion, you've flipped the open sign, but the sales just aren't rolling in. It's frustrating, I know. So what's the secret sauce? How do you turn a curious browser into a happy customer? Well, let's dive in.
To make this super clear, we're going to follow the journey of two people: a new entrepreneur who's feeling a little stuck, and a seasoned mentor who's seen it all and is ready to share the blueprint for success. They'll be our guides today. Okay, and here's the very first piece of advice from our mentor, and honestly, it's a huge mindset shift. The goal isn't to strong-arm someone into a sale. It's not about using pushy tactics. The real secret to convincing customers begins with one thing: understanding. It all starts with empathy. And that leads us right into the very first. It may be the most important part of your strategy. Before you can even think about selling, you have to lay the groundwork. It all boils down to two things: understanding what your customer really needs, and then using that understanding to build real, solid trust. So how do you actually do that? Well, it comes down to asking these three simple but critical questions. You've got to get inside their head. What's the real problem? The real frustration they're dealing with? What does a perfect solution look like to them? And let's be real, what can they actually afford? And check this out. This makes it so incredibly clear. Just saying, buy this shoe, it's just noise, right? But when you say, hey, this shoe is super comfortable for long walks, and it's affordable, you're suddenly speaking their language. You're hitting on their potential problems: sore feet and a tight budget. You're not selling a shoe, you're selling a solution. Okay, so understanding them is step one, but trust is what really seals the deal. And trust isn't some fuzzy concept. You build it with real, concrete actions. Customer reviews, that's proof from other people. A guarantee? That takes all the risk off their shoulders. Being upfront about price, that shows you're confident and have nothing to hide. An amazing service? Well, that's how you get customers for life. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? Without trust, it doesn't matter how great your product is, people will always hesitate. Trust is probably the most valuable thing you can build in your business. So once you've earned their trust, what's next? Well, now you've got to talk about your product in the right way. And this is all about crafting a message that truly connects. The key here is to stop selling features and start selling benefits. This is such a perfect example. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery. What does that even mean to most people? It's just a technical term. But this phone will last all day without you needing to charge it. Now that is a benefit. That solves a real-world headache we've all had. It's the result that matters. And that's the key takeaway here, folks. You always have to translate the technical stuff into a real-world outcome for your customer. People don't buy the what, they buy the what it does for me. Okay, so you've built trust, you're talking about benefits, everything's looking good. But how do you get them to decide now instead of, I'll think about it? This is where you have to create a little bit of urgency. These tactics are simple, but man, are they effective. Things like a limited time offer, a special discount that's only good for today, or even just mentioning that stock is running low. It all triggers that fear of missing out. It gives people that little nudge they need to stop waiting and take action. All right, let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle, the glue that holds this entire strategy together: the art of communication. Because what you say is important for sure, but how you say it can change everything. This might seem like basic stuff, but it's so powerful. Speaking politely shows respect. Really listening shows you actually care about their problem, not just about making a sale. Being confident in what you're selling makes them feel confident too. And eye contact, that's how you build a real human connection. And let's be crystal clear, this isn't just about being nice. Every polite conversation, every time you actually listen to a customer's concern, that's directly adding value to your business. There is a real, measurable connection between how well you communicate and how well your business does. So let's bring it all home. Here it is, the complete 5-part strategy our entrepreneur just learned. It's a beautiful, logical flow, isn't it? You start with understanding, which lets you build trust. Then you talk about benefits, create a little urgency, and you wrap it all up with great communication. And here it is, the big one, the mentor's final piece of wisdom. This is the North Star for your entire business.
If you're ever feeling lost, if sales are dipping, just bring your focus right back here. A winning strategy always, always, always revolves around the customer.
So as we wrap this up, I want you to think about your own business. It's so easy to get caught up in what you're selling, but the real magic happens when you shift your focus to who you're selling to. So, of these 5 strategies we talked about, which one could you start using tomorrow to change the game?